Yo, what it do, gang? Welcome back to the channel. So listen, bro, if you guys can see right here, we actually completed 34 missions last night. Look at all these gems. Look at all of these gems, bro. When we did this with only one deck mainly, and it was our cubic deck, which I'm gonna show off to you guys. I have about 3 replays for you guys, or 3 or 4 replays for you guys, and in each replay I'm trying to show you something. I'm trying to go over something, trying to help you understand the deck a little better, how you should play it. We're going to claim these right away. Let me see. 1080. Oh, okay, Konami. Okay, Konami, putting some respect on my name. All right, so let's take those and let's go into the deck. All right, guys, so this is the deck list. I just want to go over real quick the fact that you guys, I'm using one unification of the cubic lords when usually you will run this at 3. It's because for this event, honestly, I'm not link climbing that much, so I don't find it as useful. I mean, you could play it at 3 and play the deck however you want. This is how I'm playing it because I'd rather have 2 of these and 2 of these to grind out the game a little longer if I need to, and just stay alive longer until we get a Crimson Nova if we haven't been able to get it. Because most of the time you're using your fake grass is green right here, reasoning, and you want to mill this or this with one of your cubic lords. That's mainly what you want to do. You mainly need this in the graveyard to search for this from your deck. And yo, it happened with one of our replays. You guys will see it. I'll show you guys. We actually milled all 3 of them, and we actually managed to play around it. But with that being said, I have about 3 or 4 replays for you guys. Also, we will go over the complete deck list at the end of the video. All right, guys. Before we get into the replays, I also want to show you guys how the deck did in the time that we played. We played from like 12 in the morning until like almost 6 in the morning, bro. Almost 6 hours. So basically, we won 3 times. We lost 1, and look, it was 9 turns. Most of the times that we lost, it was either against Crusadia or any other weird deck, whatever. But most of the time, people have to fight you, bro. They have to fight you tooth and nail for a win when you're playing this deck. Then we won 2, lost 2. Again, look, 12 turns. And we won 1, lost 1, won 2, lost 1, won 3, lost 1. This one I don't count it because I fell asleep. Look, bro, it was 5:38 in the morning. I was tired, bro. I fell asleep, and I promise you we would have thoroughly watched this person. And here, this is fresh. I actually just clicked on the duel by mistake, and we won. And I'm gonna show you guys this replay because it's crazy. So with that being said, let's get into the replays. All right, gang. I think this is a really good replay to start out with because it showcases the deck really well when you're not just OTK. You know what I mean? Because it's an OTK deck. I mainly want to play. I don't want to go first with this deck. That was the problem with the event. Most of the time, like, people thought we were playing Crusadia, and we're not. So, but here we activate our foolish burial goods, sending our karma to the grave. Then we use our reasoning to build our deck. And this is what I meant, bro. Look, 3 of our lords, they're already in the graveyard. That is not what you want to see ever. That is the worst thing you could see, honestly. Here we activate our cubic Dharma, so that way we bring one of our cubic lords to the hand and we get called by the grave. That is one of the reasons why you don't want all 3 of them in there, because now, like, we're stuck, bro. We're stuck. So we got a cubic Dharma. Usually the card that we will search would be our lord, but since we don't have it, we just go for the little cubic beast, and then we activate our cubic vessel. So with our cubic vessel, we send our cubic ascension to the graveyard. Just in case we get slapped up, we do have some type of protection. So here they activate the fire formation Tenki, showing us that they have they're playing Zodiacs. So here they exceed into the Tiger Mortar, 1700 attack, so they slap us in the face directly. Then they go ahead and exceed into the hammer cone. Exceeding one more time into the Chakanine. And then from there they go into the Zeus. This is a 4 material Zeus. How do we get out of this? I'll show you, bro. So we activate our Cubic Dharma, getting our Crimson Dark Cubic Lord. So we do our little summoning dance to get him out here. We go into the battle phase. He activates the effect. We droplet. The main reason and only reason why I droplet here is because I would like to keep this on the field. Since they're playing Zodiac, the Cubic Reverse is actually really good in this match. So, you know, here I'm just trolling. I just tap him, and then, you know, we burn him for the 3,000. We burn ourselves as well because that's what happens, bro. That is the one downside to this card, is just you burn yourself too. So here they mill their deck, searching for 2 cards. They don't do anything else. We activate our Reasoning. Again, speed this up, just building our deck. So here we get one of our Cubic Seeds, and I try to use the Anima in order to take over their Zeus, but we get negated. So then we activate our Cubic Wave, and then we get the attack boost, and now we slap over him and slap him again. That is why this deck is so resilient, bro. As long as you get to mill your deck and have certain spells in the graveyard, you're going to do well. With that being said, let's get into the next replay. Alright guys, I want to show you this replay next. This was against Blue Eyes. And this is the fresh replay we just accidentally played right now before I started making the video. So here they summon their Sage with Eyes of Blue, getting their Ancients, the Stone. Then they activate the Melody of Awakened Dragon, sending the Stone to the graveyard in order to show us that they have the Blue Eyes White Dragon and the alternative White Dragon. Then they special summon the Blue Eyes Jet Dragon with the effect of the White Stone of Ancients. So here we activate our Lightning Storm. They activate our Sync Storm. So we can only destroy the Blue Eyes, of course, because the Blue Eyes was protecting the other card, the Eyes of Blue. So here they show us they have the Blue Eyes in the hand. Special summoning the alternative White Dragon. And from there they synchro summon into the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. They slap us in the face for 2,500 and they end their turn. So here we activate our Foolish Burial Goods, sending our Karma to the graveyard. You guys already know we're searching for our Nova, the Dark Cubic Lord. We do a little summoning dance, bring him out here, activate our Cubic Wave, getting our attack boost, decreasing his attack. And here, this would have been a goof because you should honestly, I should have kept the droplet for, I completely forgot that the Blue Eyes was still in the graveyard, bro. But I should have kept the droplet. I was just being greedy here. So we slap him up. And then since we destroy his monster, we're trying to attack once again. The effect of the Blue Eyes Jet Dragon activates in the graveyard. And here, honestly speaking, bro, again, this monster only has 3,000 attacks, so this shouldn't be affected if we try to attack it and being sent back. But I wasn't trying to take that chance, so I didn't attack. So this is the funny part. Right now, you guys see we're negated, right? Because of the power Sync Stone. This thing says each time a monster effect is activated, place one spellstone counter on this card, max 2. While this card has 2 spellstone counters, face-up monster on the field can activate their effects, and their effects are negated. So we're negated, but I was stuttering, bro. I'm sorry. So each end phase, we remove all spells from this counter. So they remove the counters, and our freaking Bro, that's so crazy, bro. Our freaking effect just went off because this happens at the end of the freaking phase. So we burn them for 3,000 and we burn ourselves for 3,000, but we have all the life points we need to survive. So GG's. Alright guys, so one of the reasons why I chose this replay was because I want to show you guys how you can get around certain things as well with the deck. Even though you're OTK most of the time, this deck has other utilities that you can use to your advantage. So for example, right here we are playing against one of my favorite decks, which is Plunder Patrol. So here they didn't have much. One of the reasons why playing this deck in this event, the Plunder Patrol, is hard is because you don't have the advantage package, which used to help you out a little bit to at least get into some of your plays. Also, you don't have your Toad and stuff like that, your Bahamut Shark, which actually hurts the deck a little bit. So with that being said, this card, again, I just want to explain this to you guys. This card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. It says if a Plunder Patrol card you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can detach one material from this card instead. So this card is protected from being popped and attacked over 2 times, since it has 2 materials on it. So here we activate our Pot of Prosperity. Pot of Extravagance, sorry. We use our Reasoning and we start milling out our deck. We can actually speed this up a little bit. This is what you're mostly going to try to do. We already have the combo in the hand though. That's why I use the second Reasoning as well, because we already have the Dark Glow in the hand. And we have 3 cubic cards. Plus we have our Karma right here, which gives us an attack boost. So here we didn't hit anything that we needed. And this is what I'm talking about, bro. This is one of the utilities that you can use. So right here, we're activating the effect of our cubic wave. And the effect of your cubic wave is that you can banish this card with another monster in your graveyard, and then you get to put a cubic counter on any monster on the field. Monsters with cubic counters on them, they can't activate anything. They're negated. So here we activate our Dharma, bringing another cubic lord to the hand. We do a little summoning dance, bringing one of our lords out. We do our second summoning dance to bring the other lord out. And we activate our cubic Karma. So right here we attack, destroy his monster. We activate our attack to our effect to attack again. And right here we're going for lethal. But before we finish the game, I just want to say that, for example, I could have attacked with this monster, activate the effect again, attacked again, right? And then we wouldn't have been able to do lethal because it would have been protected twice. So that's what I mean. There's a lot of ways that you could, you know, use your utilities with this deck that will help you OTK, which is one of the reasons why I think this is one of the best decks to play in the event right now. With that being said, that is the last clip of the day, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you are, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. But let's go into the deck list. Alright guys, so here we are in the deck list portion of the video. So we are running 3 Vijam the Cubic Seed. We run 1 Angaria Gilly the Cubic King. We run 1 Blade Garudia the Cubic Beast. We run 3 Duza the Meteor Cubic Vessel. This is actually one of your starters as well, because if you normal summon this card, you can send any cubic card at all to the graveyard. So depending on what position you're in, you can send this. If you have a monster in the graveyard, put a counter on something. You can send the Karma to get your Dark Lord to the hand. You can send whatever depending on the situation. We run 1 Buster Gundel the Cubic Behemoth. We run 1 in Diora Doomvolt the Cubic Emperor. We run 3 Crimson Nova the Cubic Lord. This is your main boss monster, of course. We run 1 Raigeki because I only have 1. We run 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 3 Reasonings. This is your fake Grass is Green, which works really well in this deck. 3 Cubic Waves. Again, this is your attack booster or attack multiplier, but it's also your counter placer. Depend again if it's in the graveyard with another monster. This is your Foolish Burial Goods. We run 3 of those because again you can send any one of these to the graveyard and activate their effects. We run 3 Pot of Extravagance because you don't care about your extra deck and you want to draw 2 cards, right? We run 1 Lightning Storm because I only have 1. We run 3 Cubic Karmas. Again, this is the card that if you have any 3 Cubic cards in your hand already and you need your Cubic Lord, just send this to the graveyard. Send it to the graveyard and you're good. We run 3 Cubic Dharmas. This card actually makes it something you could do if you don't know is if you have this card right here. If you have this card, place it in attack position, place this down, and slap a monster in the face. You will not take any damage and you'll get to put a counter on them. Just so you know. Also, if this card is in the graveyard and you have any monster in your graveyard, this card will let you bring it back onto the hand. It's like a half monster reborn type of thing. We run 3 Forbidden Droplets because with this card we can set down any one of our spells and then use it to negate any monster. Also, having your spells in your graveyard, you guys already know, gives you another effect. So it works really well with this deck. Cubic Rebirth, we run 2 of these because this actually has helped me a lot in some of the matches. Basically, what you do is if you don't have sorry about that. If you have this on the field and they try to attack you directly, you can basically make them summon other monsters of whatever type they have on the field, and all of their attacks become 0 and they get negated. That card is crazy, bro. We run 1 Unification of the Cubic Lords, and we run 2 Cubic Ascensions. The main reason why I run 2 of these is because this deck can save your life and it can help you grind out games until you can manage to get your Cubic Lord or whatever else it is that you need. Because if you have less life points than your opponent, specifically 2,000, then you get to bring the Cubic right here. You get to bring the V-Jam back onto the field. And again, if they have more monsters than you and they have 2,000 more life points than you, then you get to bring 3 of them out. And that's just crazy. And for an extra deck, mostly just run level 4 Xyz monsters, level 10 Xyz monsters, and like level 1, you know, link monsters and stuff like that. You can kind of link climb, but honestly, you will never need to. You may never even go into here. The main reason why I put Cowboy here is just sometimes you might have 2 of these on the field and maybe you need a little, you know, little push. Just use that. Also, this card right here, you could get rid of it, do 800 damage to your opponent. So yeah, guys, that is the complete deck list and the way I'm playing the deck in the event. If you have any questions, please don't be afraid to just comment in the section below. We've actually been getting a lot of people commenting recently. Shout out to Macro Crazer for giving me a bunch of advice last night too, commenting, letting know that he subscribed. So shout out to all the new subscribers that I can't see. I appreciate you guys so much and all the support. With that being said, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.